unveiling the bizarre, lesser-known facts of World War II. The Jeep, an iconic symbol of World War II, was born from an urgent need for a robust military vehicle. Remarkably, its original design was completed in just 2 days, reflecting the intense pressures of wartime innovation. The Battle of the Atlantic stands as WWII's longest continuous military campaign. Running from 1939 to 1945, this brutal conflict involved thousands of ships and stretched over vast expanses of ocean, pivotal for control of supply routes. Calvin Graham's story is particularly striking, as he enlisted in the U.S. Navy at the tender age of 12. His audacious act made him the youngest serviceman in World War II, highlighting the era's desperate measures. British intelligence's breakthrough in cracking the Enigma code was a turning point in World War II. This achievement allowed the Allies to intercept and decipher crucial German communications, significantly shifting the war's dynamics in their favor. The first Allied bomb dropped on Berlin had an unintended casualty, the only elephant in the Berlin Zoo. This bizarre and tragic event underscores the random and far-reaching impacts of aerial warfare during the conflict. In an ingenious attempt to protect the capital from the Luftwaffe, British intelligence orchestrated the construction of a decoy London to the south of the city. This mock-up featured fake buildings and lights, intended to divert enemy bombers. Hiro Onoda, a dedicated Japanese intelligence officer, remained hidden in the Philippine jungles for nearly 30 years after the war ended. Unaware that World War II had concluded, he continued his military duties until formally relieved in 1974. The financial toll of World War II is staggering, with estimates suggesting the conflict cost about $4 trillion in today's currency. This figure underscores the immense economic strain wars place on global resources and economies. The development of the Colossus computer marked a significant milestone in technology. Used by British codebreakers, it was the first programmable computer, specifically crafted to help decipher the complex German Enigma codes. World War II accelerated technological innovation, leading to the creation of radar, jet engines, and ballistic missiles. These advancements not only changed the course of the war, but also laid foundational technologies for modern engineering and military applications. During World War II, the United States demonstrated immense industrial capacity by producing over 300,000 aircraft. This effort significantly bolstered the Allies' air power, proving crucial in both European and Pacific theaters. The U.S. military innovatively utilized Native American Navajo speakers as code talkers. Their unique languages, unknown to the Axis powers, provided an unbreakable code for transmitting secret operational messages, playing a vital role in securing American victories. The Battle of Stalingrad stands as a stark testament to the war's brutality, with around 2 million people losing their lives. This battle marked a turning point in the Eastern Front, showcasing the fierce resistance of Soviet forces against the Nazis. Interestingly, Adolf Hitler's nephew, William Patrick Hitler, served in the U.S. Navy during the war. His enlistment was part of a broader narrative of diverse and sometimes unexpected individuals coming together to fight against the Axis powers. World War II remains the deadliest conflict in human history, with estimates suggesting that between 70 to 85 million people perished. The war's scale and the global loss of life underscore its profound impact on the 20th century. The Soviet Union was the only country during World War II to employ female combat pilots. These brave women, known as the Night Witches by their enemies, flew nighttime bombing missions in outdated aircraft without parachutes. Adolf Hitler, the infamous leader of Nazi Germany, was paradoxically nominated for the Nobel Peace Prize in 1939. This nomination was intended as a satirical critique by a Swedish lawmaker, rather than a genuine commendation. The first casualty of the German forces in World War II occurred in China, 1937, ironically at the hands of their future ally, Japan. This incident underscored the complex and often unpredictable alliances of the era. During the harrowing 872-day siege of Leningrad, food shortages forced zookeepers to feed the animals tree bark and sawdust. Despite these desperate measures, many animals did not survive the siege's brutal conditions. Iceland seized the moment to declare its independence from Denmark in 1944, taking advantage of the fact that Denmark was occupied by Germany at the time. This strategic move ended centuries of Danish rule over the island. The Allies' strategic bombing campaigns during World War II involved dropping a staggering 3.4 million tons of bombs. This relentless aerial assault aimed to cripple enemy infrastructure and demoralize Axis powers, significantly impacting the war's outcome. Operation Foxley was a covert plan devised to assassinate Adolf Hitler. Though never executed, this British Secret Service operation detailed a sniper attack during one of Hitler's routine walks at his Berchtesgaden retreat. World War II concluded on September 2, 1945, with the formal surrender of Japan aboard the USS Missouri. However, it wasn't until 1951 that all parties signed the final peace treaty, officially ending hostilities and outlining post-war geopolitics. The innovation of the ballpoint pen was a significant yet lesser-known wartime development. Its ability to function effectively at high altitudes made it indispensable for aircrew members during bombing missions, marking a shift in writing technology. The D-Day invasion, executed on June 6, 1944, remains the largest amphibious military assault in history. Allied forces stormed the beaches of Normandy, France, in a massive operation that proved pivotal in undermining Nazi control over Western Europe. During World War II, the emotional distance between soldiers and their loved ones was somewhat bridged by an astounding volume of correspondence. American soldiers and civilians collectively penned around 1 billion letters, creating a lifeline of hope, love, and reassurance that crisscrossed the oceans, keeping spirits buoyant in times of uncertainty and fear. The U.S. military, in a unique recruitment strategy, enlisted over 13,000 soldiers from enemy nationals detained in POW camps across America. These individuals, drawn from the ranks of captured Axis forces, were integrated into the U.S. war effort, highlighting a complex layer of wartime alliances and rehabilitation. In an ingenious twist of covert operations during World War II, Britain's MI6 used the classic board game Monopoly to smuggle escape tools to POWs. Hidden compartments in these game sets contained maps, compasses, and files, all essential for aiding escapes from German POW camps. Recognizing the valor beyond human soldiers, World War II also saw animals being honored for their bravery. Dogs and pigeons, employed extensively for their dependable delivery of messages and reconnaissance capabilities under hazardous conditions, were awarded medals, acknowledging their critical roles on the front lines. After the Japanese attack on Pearl Harbor, Canada was quick to respond, declaring war on Japan the very next day, even before the United States officially entered the conflict. This prompt action underscored Canada's commitment to the Allied cause and set a precedent for its active involvement throughout the war.